Morning, everyone. It is June 1st. I think it's Tuesday, but I just got back on trail after being off. We took a 0 yesterday at CVS's people's house in Sunapee, New Hampshire, but now I'm back. I am not with anyone anymore. Because I'm kind of running off to go home for a day. So I'm trying to get ahead of them and kind of build in a little bit of cushion. So I got picked up this morning by Liza. Thank you, Liza, for getting me back to trail. Got a resupply. Forgot my poles, but that's okay. Hopefully I'll find a way to get them back. But yeah, so now I'm hiking day 1 in New Hampshire. So far, so good. The trail's really nice. But yeah, basically, kind of got to bust my butt for the next 4 days to build in some time. It's looking like I'm going to do some mostly 20s in the whites. Try to do like a 28 or something today before the real climbs start. But yeah, weather forecast is looking good. No more rain, at least for now, which is awesome. And yeah, just excited to be back on trail and hiking. Mountain of the day, Moose Mountain, South Peak. Nice view. Gonna keep on pushing forward today. Started a little late, started at like 9:15, and now I'm trying to go like a 28 or something, so kind of got to move it today. But I think there's another peak on this mountain, and then I go back up to what's it called? Ooh, that's a cool sign. There's these ledges on the next mountain, which are pretty notable. And then after that, there's a fire tower. So I've got 3 pretty big mountains, or good-sized mountains today. So it should be a solid day, yeah. Oh my God, no. Oh, that's bad. That's so bad. Okay, well, just saw a big bear and a baby bear. That baby bear was so little. That's not good. That means its mom is somewhere around. I don't know how I'm gonna get through this trail, but yeah, I saw one bear just take off into the woods, and then little cub. Wow. Holy, that was pretty cool, but a little scary. I start walking down the trail, and I look over and I see this big black object, and I see its nose. I'm like, oh my, that's a bear. But it was pretty small, so I was like, okay, it's an adolescent bear. Maybe it's like just a small bear. I could spook him off. And then it hears me and it starts running into the woods. And I was like, whew. But I was worried there still might be a cub around. And I saw the smallest little cub cross the trail, and I was so glad that I waited for it to cross, because I do not want to get in between a mama bear and its cubs. But yeah, that was pretty crazy. I'm up here on Holt's ledges walking down. I didn't think I'd see a bear up here, but you never know. Thanks for the heads up. Would have been nice to know earlier.
Beautiful day.
Special guest is Liza.
Hometown hero.
We're up here on Smarts Mountain in New Hampshire. Super sweet views. Hard climb though, for sure. I am half a mile from the shelter. It's a Hexacuba shelter, but I am pretty exhausted. I think this is the most tired I've been after a hiking day in a long time. It'll be about a 28 or 29 mile day, and I got a pretty late start, so I'm finishing up around like 7:20, which is actually pretty good. But yeah, I'm just ready to get off my feet, eat some food, and go to sleep. But I'm excited to see who's at this shelter. Here we are, starting the climb up Moosalok. Should be a solid climb. Made it to the first peak of Moosalok. Now on to the actual summit. But man, that was a really tough climb. It's actually not done yet. I still have a little less than a mile of straight up climbing in a little bit. But yeah, I'm totally exhausted. Probably take a nice break at the top and then reassess from there. I was hoping to go another 10 from up here, but we'll see. That's asking a lot of my body. So I might just stick with my original plan, but you never know. Holy, up there, that's the summit, but the whites are legit. Oh my God. Oh man, you could see the ridge in the distance. Wow. No, this is So I've got 23 miles done so far today, and I've decided to keep pushing. I'll do a full 30. Next shelter's in like 6.5 miles. But yeah, the climb down Mount Moosalok was actually harder than the climb up. It was just so steep and not really well. It was just hard to climb down. Now I'm climbing up Mount Wolf, and I'll be climbing the shelters on the other side of it. But yeah, so total 30 miles right now. It's like 6:30. Probably gonna be hiking until like 8:30, which is a bummer. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. The reason I'm doing this is because it allows me tomorrow to do like a mid, like 22 or something, and get into Franconia Ridge, which tomorrow's gonna be tough too because of the weather as well. It's supposed to rain. But basically the idea is by tomorrow night I'm halfway in Franconia Ridge, or on the Franconia Traverse, and then basically the morning, Friday morning, when it's supposed to thunder, I'll just be able to sleep. And then Friday afternoon I'll hike down to Crawford Notch to finish all my things. So yeah, that's the plan. We'll see how I get up here to Mount Wolf. It's like 8 o'clock. I'm starving. I'm gonna eat some dinner and then head down the mountain to the shelter. Sun went down. Still have half a mile to go. I should get in just before 9. But yeah, it's been a long day. I think this is the last section of video I'll do today because I'm just completely exhausted. I gotta still take a bath because I'm covered in salt, and eat, and then I'll just set up and go to sleep. Cool. Made it to the shelter. I got this thing completely to myself, which feels a little weird. Yeah, I did all my chores and now I'm ready to go to sleep. I'm completely exhausted. Good morning. It is Thursday, June 3rd. I am just now leaving the shelter. I had it to myself. I'm up here on Kinsman, about to summit, but completely fogged in. Shouldn't start raining until later, but no views sadly, but still gorgeous up here. Here on summit number 1, Kinsman. Now I'm gonna cross over the ridge to the second summit, but I'm moving decently slow. It's kind of hard to compare how fast I'm going now to before because it's really hard to tell in the whites. You know, your mileage varies so much based on the elevation. But yeah, I'm just trying to get through today. My chafing is pretty bad, so we'll see how that goes. Not much. I don't have much in my med kit anymore. I used it all, so I'm gonna have to just suffer through it. But overall, today is pretty nice actually, weather-wise. It's like 70, but it feels really good up here on the mountaintops. Wow, that's so cool. You can see the mountains stopping, the fog from rolling over. It's completely clear on that side, but this side's completely covered. I am currently packless, climbing up to Mount Liberty. It is a blue blaze on the AT, and so I didn't feel like bringing my pack up, but it's an extra 0.6 of a mile onto my day, but you know, I think it's gonna be worth it. I've heard it's an amazing view. Can't tell if I'll be able to see anything from up there, but who cares? You know, I don't know when I'll be up in the whites again, so I think it's worth it for me to go up. Wow, there, that's Lafayette up here on Mount Liberty, but holy, this was absolutely worth it. Oh my God, you can just, there's Mount Washington and Tuckerman's Ravine, and oh my God, I think that's oh, I don't know what mountain that is. Yeah, but there's Lafayette and Lincoln. This might be one of the most gorgeous sections of trail I've ever seen. That goes up to Lafayette past there. I think that's Lincoln. But it is truly amazing up here. There's everywhere you look, beautiful mountains. So far so good, the weather's holding up. Don't want to jinx it, but I think I should be good for this section of trail, which is pretty lucky. Holy shit, the wind is absolutely whipping up here. I'm on the covered side of the mountain right now, but I'm about to get to the summit, and it's gonna be so dang windy. It's like throwing me around. I think I've made it to the summit of Lincoln. Yeah. Here I am. Oh, there's Lafayette, but it looks like it's covered by clouds, which is a bummer, but hell yeah. not much of a view up here. Not much of a view up here. It's pretty windy, but pretty awesome as well. I think once I go down a little bit, I'll get out of this cloud, but it is so gorgeous up here. Like, even though I don't have a view, it's just, man, this is why I hike, for days like today. What a bird are you? Look at him go. He's pretty big. Huh. It's like a... Okay, don't attack me, buddy. Kind of looks like a little partridge. Not a partridge, like a pheasant, maybe? No clue, but... It's the first animal I've seen this high up. Last 4K and last climb of the day. Just now getting up to the top of Garfield. It's like 5 o'clock, like 5:30. Pretty exhausted, but I'm gonna push on to the hut, hoping to work for stay there. But wow, it's like I can look back on all those mountains that I've climbed. Oh man, how do I get up? It's like 7:30, 7:45. I just got to the hut. We'll see if I can finagle some work for stay. I don't know if y'all can tell or not, but I am in my tent. Meaning, sadly, I wasn't able to get a work for stay. Apparently, they're not doing it this year because of COVID, which is kind of BS, but that's okay. I kind of understand it as well. So it was either pay $150 to sleep in the hut, which is, I would have just been like in a warm room, or in my tent, which is what I decided to do. So I'm tenting it for the night. Found a stealth site right next to the hut. It's raining a little bit, but not too bad. And yeah, so tomorrow I'll wake up and just have 15 to go to the road, which is exciting. I'm getting picked up and then staying somewhere around Crawford Notch and then heading home on Saturday. Good morning, everyone. Just packed up camp and started heading out. It is Friday, June 4th. And yeah, so last night I made it to the hut, but they couldn't have me, so had to find a stealth camp spot, which I did halfway up this mountain. Bummer of the day is it's a little rainy and wet, and so sadly I don't think I'll have a view on top of this mountain, but that's okay. But yeah, I actually only have about 1,000 feet to climb today total, so that's pretty exciting. And then it's all downhill to Crawford Notch, so yeah, super excited about that for sure. Nice view to start the morning. I think this is South Twin Peak, and then North Twin is over there. But this is the last time I'll be at 4K for a while, which is cool. Heading back up, I think the next one's Washington, which is super exciting. But yeah, lovely view up here for the morning. It's actually really refreshing. Got some views this morning. Woo! It's clearing up. Still got a little bit of snow and ice in June. Love to see it. That weather forecast really did me dirty. I thought it was gonna thunder all morning, but beautiful blue skies today, so I guess can't complain. And it just means I'll get in earlier than I thought I would. I just passed Zealand Falls Hut and refilled my water, but it's so funny, this trail is just so flat and no rocks. It's so weird. I don't think I've seen a trail like this in the past like 4 days. But yeah, no complaints. How's it going, everyone? Just now hiking down the road to Crawford Notch where I'm getting picked up. I'm actually, not tonight, tomorrow I'm heading back home for a day. which is exciting. And that's kind of the reason I've been going so fast through the whites, is because I wanted to get home for the day and then come back and still be with my tramily. So yeah, I did like 28, basically from Hanover. This is how my days went. I did a 28, like a 30, a 23, and then today was like a 15 or a 14. But it was brutal, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I'm pretty tired. I feel good, but every night I was really sore. I would definitely not recommend doing over 20 miles a day in the whites, and I'll probably take that advice for the rest of it when I get back on trail. But yeah, I mean, I had a great time, and I'm excited to get off and get a shower and some real food, because I've been stinking and I'm starving.